Miss Universe Fátima Bosch refuses to leave the stage during her homecoming event. Here's the hilarious moment. Fátima Bosch is officially Miss Universe 2025, but unofficially, she is also the queen of unfiltered joy. Her triumphant return to Mexico has been filled with cheers, pride, and one unforgettable moment that perfectly captures who she is. She did not just walk off the stage when the music stopped. She danced, she laughed, and when it was very clear the show needed to move on, she was hilariously carried away by a member of her own team while still dancing. The crowd loved every second of it. During a celebratory event following her historic Miss Universe win, Bosch was fully immersed in the moment. Music playing, lights glowing, pink gown flowing, crown secure. When it was time to step down, she clearly was not ready. Smiling and laughing, she kept dancing as one of her team members lifted her to escort her off the stage. Even then, she kept moving, waving, and laughing as the audience laughed and cheered. A queen who lets joy lead. That playful scene spread quickly because it showed something refreshing. Fátima Bosch is not trying to achieve perfection. She is enjoying a moment she worked so hard to earn. Beauty queens are often expected to be flawless, composed, and carefully scripted, but Bosch's refusal to stop dancing felt rebellious in the best way. It was a reminder that celebration does not have a timer, and joy does not ask permission. A hero's arrival in Mexico City. Bosch arrived at Mexico City International Airport to an enthusiastic welcome. Fans gathered to see the fourth Mexican woman to ever win the Miss Universe crown, capturing the moment on their phones and cheering her name. The atmosphere felt less like an airport arrival and more like a victory lap. From the very beginning of her return, it was clear this was about representation, pride, and a sense of shared triumph. Villahermosa celebrates its first Miss Universe. The celebration reached its peak in Villahermosa, Tabasco, where Bosch toured the streets aboard a parade float in her first public appearance since returning to Mexico. Thousands of supporters lined the streets early Sunday morning, waiting patiently just to see her wave as she passed. "Our support will be 100% behind her," one attendee said, echoing the sentiment of the crowd per CNN. For the first time in history, Tabasco has a Miss Universe, and the pride was impossible to miss. Cheers filled the air. Girls dressed as beauty queens stood on sidewalks, dreaming out loud. Families waved signs and shouted words of encouragement. One supporter summed it up simply. They love her because she feels natural, kind, and genuine. She does not feel distant or unreachable. She feels like someone who belongs to them, graced through criticism and controversy. At just 25 years old, Bosch has already faced challenges that would shake many seasoned public figures. Since winning the 74th edition of Miss Universe in Thailand, she has been targeted by criticism sparked by allegations from one of the pageant's judges, who suggested favoritism toward the Mexican contestant. Bosch responded calmly and consistently. She stated that her victory was earned through effort, preparation, and discipline. That composure only strengthened public support, especially among those who saw a young woman refusing to let others define her success. Supported at the highest level, Bosch also received public backing from Mexico's president, Claudia Sheinbaum, following an incident involving a pageant executive who reportedly reprimanded her over social media promotion. Bosch chose to leave the room, a decision that resonated widely. Sheinbaum praised her courage. "Women look more beautiful when we raise our voices and participate. That has to do with the recognition of our rights. My recognition goes to this young woman," Sheinbaum said. Why Mexico is rooting for her. Fátima Bosch is not just celebrated for her crown. She is embraced for her humanity. She dances when she should probably stop. She laughs when things get awkward. She stands firm when it matters. That mix of joy and strength is exactly why her story feels bigger than a pageant.